If you're a small business owner and you want to learn about Canva, this tutorial is for you. This is my long-awaited Canva tutorial. This one is for my beginners, y'all. I walk you guys through the whole entire process of how to open a Canva account, to creating on a free account, to also creating on a pro account. And at the very end, I show you guys how I make my very own YouTube thumbnails in less than 5 minutes. Let's get into this video because this video is already extremely long. Make sure you have a notepad and pen so you guys can write down all the gems that I'll be dropping. So let's get into this tutorial. Alrighty, we are now on our desktop computer, and the first thing we have to do is go down here and find the web. Once we get on the web, we have to go into our search bar and type in canva.com and press enter. Once we do that, you're going to get a screen that looks somewhat like this if you guys don't have Canva already. If you guys do, you can log in here, but if you guys don't, you can just come up here and press sign up. And since this is a beginner friendly video, I am going to sign up with a whole new account so I can show you guys exactly how to work Canva from start to finish from the very beginning. So we're going to come up here and press sign up. And I have my two accounts here. I have my business account, and I also have an account that I created while filming this video so I can show you guys the pro features of Canva. So I'm going to come down here and press continue with another account. Once I get in here, you're going to see this. You can continue with Google, you can continue with Facebook or email. So I'm going to continue with an email address. And once I get in here, I'm going to add my email. Actually, I'm going to use the email for my new coaching business that I just started. I will talk more on that a little bit later, but that is Coaching 101 with Tina at outlook.com. Alrighty, and I'm going to press continue, and once I do that, it's going to ask for the name that I want associated with the account, and I'll probably just put Coach Tina and press continue. And now it's going to send a verification code to my email, so I'm going to head to my email now, get the code, and put it in here so I can continue. And it's going to log me in. So now I am in Canva for the first time, as it seems here, and this is what I see for the first time. It's asking, what will you use Canva for? So you can use Canva for so many different things, you guys. I obviously use mine for my small business, and I'm sure most of you guys are watching are also using it for your small business. So all we have to do is just click on small business. And then it's going to ask you what can tailor Canva to your industry. And for mine, I'm going to choose marketing and advertising. How big is your company? It's just me, but you can choose how many your business has. Which of these work goals can we help you reach? And I would say create visual docs and presentations. Continue. But you can choose whatever you want for your business. And then you have the option to try Canva Pro for free. I really enjoy Canva Pro. I have it myself, and I don't even know what I would do without it. I feel like the features are definitely worth it. This is not sponsored by any means, but I don't even know if I can use the free version anymore because I've tried the pro version. We're just going to skip this because I want to show you the features of Canva without the pro side of it. Alrighty, congratulations! We've created a Canva account. So once you get in here, this is exactly how your screen will look if you are brand new to Canva. I know it looks like a lot right now, but do not worry. I will walk you guys through the process of how to use Canva from beginning to the end. It's super easy once you get it started and know exactly where things are and how to create things, but I'm going to walk you through everything. I'm going to show you guys templates, show you guys how to make different things, but for right now, once you get in here, this is how Canva looks. So we're going to start from the right over here, and we're going to work our way over, and I'll show you guys exactly how to use Canva and also how I use Canva for my business, and hopefully that will help you guys with your business as well. So when you come into your Canva free account, the first thing you're going to see over here is your personal settings. So if you click on this, it's going to have a drop down menu, and it's going to show your name, the email associated with the account, and then here you can manage all your accounts. But if you guys are new, this will only be this one account, but since I have 3 Canva accounts, I have this one that I just created with you guys. I have this one here that's a pro trial version that I'm going to show you guys a little bit later. And this one is my actual business account right here that I use for Canva. And this is a pro account. And then you can add as many accounts as you want. I have 3. So down here, you're going to see create a team, settings, what's new, plans and pricing, purchase history, design school, suggest improvement, get the Canva apps, refer friends, report content, privacy policy, and sign out of all accounts. So this is pretty much all of your settings in here. So honestly, you guys, I don't even use pretty much anything over here. I just use my account so I can switch my accounts here. Honestly, you guys, I am not a Canva pro. I am just a regular business owner who uses Canva pretty much every day on my business. So there's some things on this page I'm not going to even go over because I've never even used them. I'm going to just speak on the things that I am very knowledgeable about. And if you guys want to know anything extra, I can refer you guys to another video, or I will learn it and then I will teach you guys another time. But if you go into settings here, it's going to open up and it's going to show you like you can upload a picture for your Canva account. It just shows you all of your information, the language, and I have English, but you can change it to any one of your languages, which is awesome. So if you're not here in America, you guys can use it elsewhere. And also you can change the theme of your site. You can sync it with the system. So when it's morning time, it'll be white. When it's night, it'll be dark. You can have a light screen, you can have a dark screen, but honestly, I don't even touch this. I just keep the default one, and that is the sync with system. And then here, I don't even touch any of this, you guys. I have not touched it since I've started Canva, so I just leave it as its default section. We're gonna go back now and we're going to go back here so I can show you what else is over here. We have what's new, that tells you what's going on here in Canva. We have plans and pricing here. So we have Canva free. There's a free app. You don't have to pay any money, but then there's also the Canva Pro. There's the Canva Teams and Canva Enterprise. So I have the Canva Pro. I believe it's around like $14 a month, but for the year it's like $120. There's also education. So there's teachers, schools and districts, and Canva for campus. I don't use any of this, so I'm not going to speak on it. The only thing that I know about is Canva free and Canva Pro. So we're going to hit the X button up here and go back out of that. Alrighty, the next thing is the purchase history. So I use this so I can print out my billing information at the end of the year for my taxes. But since we just opened this brand new account, there's nothing shown here. Next is the design school. I don't use this at all, so I'm not going to even open it up. Suggest improvement, get the Canva apps, refer friends, report content, privacy policy, and sign out of all of accounts. So this is where you'll find like your settings and your systems here. Alrighty, so the next thing to the left of that is notifications. So here's where you'll get like billing notifications if you have the Canva Pro or any other notifications. To the left of that, you also have your settings, which is what I already showed you guys. It's just another way to get to it. Now we're going to go to the more in-depth part of this Canva tutorial. So this part is just like the settings stuff. Now we're going to head over here. So right here, smack in the middle is your search bar. This right here is what I use the most here in Canva. So you can type in literally anything in here and Canva will do its best to try to find whatever you need. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but first we're going to go head over here to our main navigation, which is right here on the left side. So right here, you're going to have your home, and this is always going to take you back to the home page. So if you click on here, it's going to take you back to this page, which is called your home page. Underneath that, you're going to see something that says projects. Once we click on projects, you're going to see all of the projects that you've been working on right here in this section right here. Right now, we don't have any projects, so we can't see anything, but we are going to create some projects so you'll know exactly where it goes once we are done making our projects. And then here is the reason why people use Canva. It's because of their amazing templates. Canva has a plethora of templates, and that's a big word for me, y'all. All right. They have so many templates. It's never ending. You can literally type in anything here on Canva and pretty much it's going to come up. So we're going to go over this in a bit, but first let me just take you through the rest of this navigation. Then we have something called brand. Now, anything that has a crown on Canva means that that is only used by Canva Pro people, or you can only use it if you have Canva Pro. So right here is a Canva Pro benefit. This is called brand. So you can create a brand kit here on Canva. I will tell you guys exactly how to use that when we hop over to the Pro side, but this is very beneficial if you have a small business, and I will talk to you guys a little bit more about that a little bit later. Right here is something called apps, and Canva has so many different apps that you can add. I don't even use this, to be honest, you guys, and I've been in business for almost 4 years. I don't use this, so we're not going to speak too much about the apps. And there is something new on Canva called Dreamlab. Honestly, y'all, I know nothing about this, so we're not going to hit on it. All right. This is strictly for beginners, and this right here does not look beginner to me. So I'm not going to even talk about this. But what we are going to talk about is the home page, the project page, the templates, and we are going to talk about the brand kit once we hop over to Canva Pro. To the right of this is also the most important thing on Canva, which is the Canva sign here. And if you click on this, this also takes you to the home page. And then right underneath that is pretty much the main thing here on Canva, which is create a design. Here is where you can create everything. You can create documents, presentations, social media posts, everything here. Underneath that, it says try Pro for free. So you see that little crown right there, that is the Pro. So we are going to do that a little bit later, but right now we're just going to use all the free stuff here on Canva. And then underneath that, it just says, get started with Canva, learn the basics, craft presentations, brush up on social media. We're just going to click X right here so it won't confuse you with anything. And then here are all the recent designs. We don't have any yet, but we will be making some designs. Alrighty, I feel like we've got through the most of it. Let's keep it going. Are you guys hanging in there with me? I feel like, I'm taking my time with you guys and it feels good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here right in the center, and I touched on this a little bit. This is a search bar. So pretty much everything that you do in create a design, you can type here in Canva and it will try to find it for you. And then under here, this is like the main navigation right here. So here we have documents, whiteboards, presentations, social media, video, print, website. Canva literally does it all. We can create custom sizes. I'm going to talk more about this too. We can add uploads from your computer and just so much more. I'm going to click on more, and then right here, you're going to see exactly all the things that you can do here on Canva, y'all. You can create Facebook posts, book covers, magazine banners, resumes, business cards, posters, just so much, courses, Instagram posts, Instagram videos, flyers, just so much. We're going to get into all this in a little bit. I feel like we touched on everything that we needed to touch on here on the main page, on the home page. So now we're going to go into creating a design here on Canva, on the free version of Canva. And I told you guys in the beginning that I prefer the Pro version because I feel like there's so many more options that you can use. But for somebody who does not want to go and get Pro yet, Canva still has so many different things and templates that you can use. A template is just a pre-designed layout that you can fully customize, and that is what Canva is known for, their templates. So we're going to go in and we're going to create a design using Canva's free template. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here and create a design. We can create a design so many different ways here in Canva. We can click here and create a design. We can come here and create a design. We can come here and also create a design. There's so many different ways that you can do it. We're going to click on that button. And once you come in, it's going to bring you right to this page where I showed you guys a little bit earlier. And you can come down here and choose one that you see. And if you don't see it, that is okay, because you can come right into this search bar and you can search for what you want. So for instance, we're going to make a business card, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to find business card, and I like the landscape one. So that's a 3.5 by 2 inches. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. It's going to bring me to a new page, and this is how it looks when you start designing. So it's going to explain to you, how to use it and everything. So once it takes you to the new page, we're going to see some pop-ups to show you guys exactly how to use it. If you guys already have Canva, then you probably won't be getting any more pop-ups, but this is just because it's the first time that we're opening this page. So it's going to have a few pop-ups here. So the first one, it says start with the template. Templates are fully customizable. Drag one onto the canvas to start. I'm going to show you how to do that. It also tells you add text. Open the text tab to add text to your design, or use the keyboard shortcut T. Upload your own images. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do all of this. Add your own pictures. Open the upload tab or drag and drop them to the canvas from your desktop. Over here it says share and download. Download, share to social media, order professional prints, and more. Got it. Alrighty, that is all the prompts. And now you're left with a screen that looks like this. Where do we begin? So you can create your business card simply from scratch, and I can show you how to do that. Or you can come over here to the left and hit designs. Once you hit designs, it's going to show you all of the many business card templates that you can use. And you can also narrow this down to what you like and like your brand colors and things like that. So let's say if you're scrolling down here and you're like, these are cute, but I don't really like any of these. You can come up here and you can type in, I want pink and gold business cards, because that's my brand colors, right? And if you press enter, so many pink and gold business cards come up. And mind you, even though it's pink and gold here, you can use this as a background, but everything on here is fully customizable. So I can just click on any one of these, and if I don't like these, I can just create one from scratch, which we're going to do first, and then we're going to come and use a template so you can see exactly how to just use Canva in all of its glory. So here are all the templates, but for right now we're not going to be using any templates. We're just going to come over here and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make a business card from scratch. And I'm just going to use the example of a business card because there's so many that I can use. We can make thank you cards, we can make stickers, but honestly, if you know how to just use it, then you can make any one of these things. But I'm just going to show you how to use a business card for the sake of the video and how long it could be. And I feel like I'm talking at a good enough speed, but honestly, if this is still too fast for you, you can go on YouTube and click that button where it says slow it down, and you can watch it on 0.5, or if it's too slow, you can watch it on 2 speed, whichever feels comfortable with you. Alrighty, we have a plain business card here. You have an idea of what you want, but you don't see it here in templates. Now we're going to create a business card from scratch. So over here is your navigation. Once you get onto this window, we have our elements, which is like amazing. There's so many different things in here that I want to show you guys, but let's skip down to text first. So the first thing we can do is we can add text to our design. So if you click on here, this will pull up, and then you'll have add a text box, magic write, add your brand fonts. This right here will be under your brand kit. So this is a pro thing I will show you guys about. Add a heading, add a subheading, add a little bit of body text, page numbers. There's font combinations. So if you don't want to do just like plain font or anything, there's so many different ones to choose from down here. It's amazing how many things Canva actually has. Alrighty, so here we have our brand kit. I'll show you guys that once we get over to Pro. We have uploads. This section right here is so important because most times you're customizing things, so you need to add your own images. And here I'll show you guys how to upload files, and all that stuff, upload videos, audio. Down here we have the draw section, so you can actually take a pencil and you can draw. Like, how amazing is that? Like, if you just want to use, my handwriting is so bad, but I'm just going to go ahead and just take that off. And here's the back button up here. That's what I did up here. That's the back button. And I can also use the forward button to redo what I just did. So that's awesome too. That's going to come in handy a little bit later as well. But you can change the pen size, the marker size, all of that stuff right here. I don't really use this too much. I just use the text mainly, but this is an option that you can use for free. And then down here we have our projects. So these are the things that we'll be creating. We don't have any right now because we have not made a project yet. And right here we have our apps. We have charts, photos, bulk create, data autofill, audio, background videos, translate, magic media, captions. We have popular like mock-ups, QR codes, so important for your business, image upscaler, like colorize, so many things here, you guys. AI powered things, because you know AI is like taking over everything. And I do love AI. And then we have magic media, and we also have photos. So if you don't want to use like your photos for your business, they also have stock photos, a lot of free stock photos that you can use for your backgrounds, for your pictures, for your business cards, whatever. So there's so many things here on Canva. So right now we're going to create a business card, and I'm going to show you the business card that I will be creating. Here's the business card, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I made this here on Canva. I think I made it on my pro account, but I'm pretty sure everything here you can use is free. So we're going to make it together on the free one. Let's get started. The first thing I want to do is show you guys how I got this pink glitter stuff at the top. So I got that under the Elements tab. So Elements is where you can find all of the shapes, all of the graphics, all of the stickers, just so many different things, charts, tables, frames, grids, mock-ups, collections, so many different things. So what I do is I just type in the search elements, because I love the search bar. I just type in pink glitter. That was the idea that I had for when I created my business card. So I type in pink glitter, right? So many things come up. They have graphics that come up, photos, videos, frames, they have it all. So I usually come under graphics, and I hit see all right here to see everything. And now this is important because there are a lot more under the pro version than they have on the free version. And that's why I prefer using the pro, because all of this pretty stuff right here is under pro. There's not many that are under the free. Now you can get by with using things that are free, but for some things that like I really wanted, I had to pay for it. And you know, it's pretty affordable. It's like around $14 a month, so it's not too bad. But if you can see here, like there's a lot more things that a pro user can use. And if you guys get the pro, this is not sponsored, but if you guys do get the pro, all of this is available to you. So I think as I'm looking here, I use this one, but it's under pro. I want to show you guys how you can use it not pro, so it's going to look a little bit different, but I'm going to try to still make a finished business card for you. So I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to just move things around. So this is how you navigate this. When you click on it, it's automatically going to move it over to the side over here, and you can play around with it. You can make it smaller like this by pulling on it and dragging, or you can make it longer, you can make it wider, you can turn it if you want to. That is what this is for. And you guys, I don't know the names to some different things. I am not a text expert or anything. I am just trying to teach you guys what I know here on Canva. So yeah, I don't know the specific names for certain things, but I'm trying to do the best as I can. This is going to be at the top, as you guys see right here. So I'm just going to make this smaller like this, and I'm going to pull it out to the width of the business card. All right, and let's just say I'm just going to pull this up. So now we have that glitter that you see right here. The next thing is I have this gold line right here on my business card. So this is still under the Elements tab. I'm going to just enter gold line. Enter. We're going to also go under graphics. We can actually go under shapes as well, you know, to get a straight line, and we can also change the color and the width of the line as well. So I'm just going to use this one right here because it's a plain line. I'm going to go up here, and right here we can change the color of the line. So I want it to be gold like I see on my business card. We're going to focus up here. These are all the colors. There's so many different colors down here, like default colors that you can choose from. We can change the line gray, we can change it pink, we can change it yellow, green. You can actually change it these like different colors that are down here, these gradient colors. Come up here and change it to any color that we choose. So we want to do a solid color and we want to do gold. So I'm just going to move. What am I doing, y'all? We're just going to come down here and we're going to find a gold that we like. I do like this one a bit. I do like that gold. So here is the color that we chose. Brand kit, I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the Pro, but this is how we're going to be able to have all of these colors saved in our brand kit so we don't have to go in and always change the color. And also, this line is thicker than the one on my business card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right next to the color and come right here to line style. And I'm going to make the line a little bit smaller. So I'm going to bring it down to a 1. So you can make it thicker, you can make it smaller. There's so many ways to customize it. And now this line is horizontal and we want to turn it vertical. We just come right here and we turn it vertical. All right, and we want to make it 90 degrees. Perfect. And now the line is too long, so we're going to bring the line down a tad bit and we're going to bring it up a tad bit. And I think that looks good just like that. Is it looking like our business card a little bit? I think so. After this, what we're going to do is we are going to upload the logo that you see here on my business card. How do we do that? I'm going to show you guys. So on the left on our navigation, we're going to go over to uploads. And I'm going to show you guys how you can upload a picture or whatever for your business. So most likely you already have your pictures and your graphics on your computer. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here to upload files and you're going to click on that. And then we're going to come and find your picture. Alrighty, so I found my picture that I want to use. This is my logo. I'm going to click on that and then I'm going to press open. And once I press open, it's going to automatically come over here to the left and save it under my images in my Canva. So now that it's here, I'm going to just click on it and it's going to automatically go onto my business card. Did you see how I did that? And so here we're going to just pull it in because this is just how mine is saved, but most likely you don't have to do this. I'm just doing this because the way I save my picture on my actual computer. So I'm just going to make it the size of the logo, right? And then you can go up here and there's something called background remover. But this is a pro feature. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later, but you can remove the background on your picture with the pro version. You cannot do that on the free version right now. So I'm going to move this over and we're going to adjust the size. This looks a little bit too big for this business card. So I'm going to just adjust the size by pulling the sides in and I can move it around to where I want it. And also, on here, you're going to see like the lines. You guys see those lines? That keeps your designs proportioned. So if you follow these guidelines, your designs will be proportioned. So the gold line is directly in the center, which is what I like. Underneath that, it says handmade with lots of love. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to use text. I love that I did this as an example because you guys get to see that I'm using the elements, the text, the uploads. You guys can pretty much get the idea of how to use it by me just showing you guys how to make this business card. We're going to go to the left of the navigation again, and we're going to hit text. And here we can either just use a regular text box, which is like this, and you can start typing, or I'm going to hit back because I just want to show you the other ways. You can do a heading, which is going to make it bigger. I'm going to hit back. You can use a subheading, which is going to be a little bit smaller, and you can use a little body text, which is going to be smaller than that. So my letters are really small, so I'm just going to go with a little bit of body text, and I'm just going to put that right over here, and I'm going to click on it and just replace it with handmade with lots of love. Perfect. Alrighty, the size looks good. I'm going to make it a tad bit smaller, and how I do that is I just click on here, I come up here and I go to the size, the font size, and I just reduce it to how much I want, or I make it bigger. I want mine a tad bit smaller. I like that size. And on my business card, it's gold. So how I change the color is I just click on it once again. I come right here under text color. This is a little logo for that. I click on that. And then do you see how I used the gold a little bit earlier? Now that's part of like my default colors. So all I have to do is just click on that and it's going to be the same gold as this one. So I do love how it automatically saves everything. And if you guys come up here, all the changes that we've made on this so far are going to automatically be saved, so you don't have to worry about coming back and saving something. Everything here on Canva is saved as long as you're connected to the internet. So I don't have to click on this, it's automatically saved. I'll show you guys that a little bit later on how I know that it's saved. Alrighty, and underneath that, I have this little heart in line. I also got that under the Elements tab, just like how I got this and how I got this. Elements is amazing, all right? We're gonna come on here, we're gonna hit Elements, and all I'm gonna do is type in gold heart line, right? Because that's what I just had in my head. And literally Canva has everything, so it just came up with so many gold heart lines. And again, a lot of these are Canva Pro. I believe I use one like this. I'm going to try to find one that's free so I can just put something here just to make this business card. I don't see any gold lines that are free. This is why I highly suggest that you guys get Canva Pro. You will feel like a pro if you guys get Pro. And this is not sponsored. They need to sponsor me. We're just going to use this one, and I'm going to see if I can change the color. Some of them you cannot change the colors, but I think with this one you can. This might look a little bit corny for my design, but I'm just going to show you guys. All right, we're going to put this there, and what I can do is I can change this to, no, I can't. I can't change the color here, because if I could, it would have had a little color symbol here. So this one is just going to have to be black, and it's going to look a little bit different than my business card. But if I was using Pro, I could change that to gold, or I can pick one up here that is gold. Alrighty, moving right along, we're almost done with this business card. Underneath that, we're going to put our website and also our business email, because that is very important when you're making business cards. So I'm going to head over here to text, and I'm just going to hit the little bit of body text again. I'm going to pull it down here, and I'm going to click on it and replace it with my business email. xmbeautyllc.com. And I'm going to do my business email, shopbeauty@xmbeautyllc.com. It's starting to look like the business card that we have here on the screen. So I'm just going to pull this over, and how we pull it over, we just click on it and we just drag it to wherever you want. Canva is very forgiving. It's very easy. Not hard. And also, do you see how I dragged it down here, but that line came around? That's because it's probably going to be in the bleed section. So I would always make sure that it's fitting within that rectangle. So I'm just going to drag this up a little bit, just like so. So now do you see how I have these little logos? Elements is where you find all the graphics, all the stickers, and literally all I'm going to do is type in website, icon, or logo. Whichever one, right? And there we go. So I'm going to hit see all, and then you can find so many like website logos or icons. They're always updating, so I may not find the one that I have here. I'm going to type in logo and see if anything different comes up. No, so they probably just changed it out and added better ones, but I'm just going to use one of these. But this is like where I came to get that little logo. We're going to go ahead and use this one. This one is not Pro, so this one is completely free to use. We're going to pull it down to the size that we want, and we're going to put it right there. And actually, I'm going to drag this up a little bit just to see the size. So here in that little box where it says width 0.1, height 0.1, I want that to also be on the bottom one to make sure that my designs stay consistent. And now I'm going to go to an email logo. So I'm going to type up here the same thing, email logo, and press enter, and then you get your email logos. So I think this is the one that I used here, but I just made it gold, but it's Pro. So we're going to use one that's not Pro. We're going to come down here and use this one, and we're going to drag it, and we want to make it 0.12 so it will also, you know, be the same height as the one above it. Perfect. So now we have our website and our emails down here, and you see that this is black. We're going to come here, we're going to click on it, and we're going to come up here to the text color and change it to that gold color. Same thing with this, change it to gold. And with this, we can also change it to gold. So we're going to click on this, just like how we did the words. We're going to come up here, and do you see this black circle? That's the color icon. We're going to click on that, and we can also change it to gold. That's why I love Canva. It's fully customizable. Same thing here. Click on gold, it will change it to gold. Love that. This business card is coming along, and we're making it from scratch, you guys. Alrighty, so now over here, we have our socials. So we're going to come over here and go to elements. And I'm going to show you exactly how I got the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to elements, because that's where all the graphics, stickers, everything is. And I'm going to type in TikTok logo. And I'm going to hit see all. And a lot of these are pro. So we're going to go down until we find one that's not pro. Hopefully we can find a TikTok one. I'm just going to use this T right here. All right, I don't even think that is even, you know, something that will relate to TikTok, but we're just going to use it just for the sake of this video. So TikTok, we're going to do one for Instagram. Hit see all. We're going to do this one. All right, just for the sake of it again. They give us not the pretty ones. Alrighty, and then we're going to go back up here. We're going to do Facebook icon. But do you guys see like how many icons and stuff that you could actually get? It's a lot, like a lot. We're going to use this one. And then let's type in YouTube icon. And we're going to come down here and just grab this one. All right, and again, I want it to be proportionate, so I'm going to make sure, drag and see how big. So this is also 0.1. So this one, I also want to be 0.1. This one, 0.1. This one, 0.1. Perfect, because you want that to kind of like look cohesive. And then we're going to go back over to the text box on the left, and we're just going to type in our handles. So I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to type in my handles. What you can do too, you can right click on there and you can hit duplicate, and you can bring that right down. It'll duplicate it, and then you can just change, like, so my Instagram and TikTok are almost the same, but the number is off. So I just changed that to the number, and then that way you have the same text and everything. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to hit duplicate, and I'm going to bring this down here, and I'm just going to type in. And my Facebook is the same as my YouTube, so I'm just going to click on it again and just enter duplicate, and then pull that down right there. So look how easy that was, y'all. We just made the front of our business card. This is actually a bit larger on mine, so we're going to come over here, make it bigger like this. You know, let me see what size this is. This is 10, so I want to make this 10 too. So 10. And we're going to put this over here like this. Bring this over. Bring this over. And that pretty much looks like our business card that we have here. So yeah, we just made this, and this is fully free. I can download this. I can upload it to Vistaprint or wherever you print out your business cards, and that's your business card made. And on the back of my business card, it looks like this. So you see here, you can add a page down here. So this is the front page, the page that we're working on, but right here next to it, you can add a page. And then this is how I added the back of my page. So I just came here, I entered like the subheading, and I just pulled it up here. Thank you supporting my small business. You know, you can make it bigger like I have there, and I can change the font too. So if I click on here, I can come up here, I can change the font to anything. There's so many fonts that you can choose from. I always get one that is easy to read, but I love cursive, but a lot of people can't read cursive, so I typically don't use cursive. But like, you can change it to whatever you want. I think the default one is Canva Sans, but you can use so many different things. I like to use bakery one, and it's so pretty, so you can do that one. And then at the bottom, I just went back to elements, and I got that gold heart line that we can't use because it's a pro, but I'm going to put the black one just so I can give you guys something. Oh, look, you can use this one too. So let's just use just whatever, you know, and you can drag it, make it bigger, whatever you want. Just stay within that rectangle. And there we go. We have the front of a business card and we have the back, and you can make it more, you know, elevated, whatever you want, but I'm just showing you like what you can do here. But yeah, look how pretty this is, guys. We just made a business card from scratch for free on Canva. So after you are done with your business card, you want to go and download it so you can upload it to wherever you want to print them out at. You can hit share up here on the right, click on that, and you're going to see this. You're going to come down here to download. And once you hit download, you have so many different ways that you can download it. The suggested is a PNG because that is the most, like, I guess, the clearest or whatever. But you can do it in JPG, PDF standard, PDF print, MP4 video, like whatever you want. There's so many, but I always just stay on the PNG. I don't really touch that unless I'm working on like an ebook and I need a PDF or something like that. But I just use the PNG, and then I don't touch anything here. And if I just want to print the front of the business card, you know, you can just click on that. If you just want to like print the back, you click on that. But most times it's already set to printing both, and just hit download, and it's going to now download that. There we go. It's now in our downloads. I'm going to go ahead and click on our downloads, come here, and we have our business card. We have the front and we have the back. So if you go on to Vistaprint and it will say upload the front, you just come to your downloads, click on the first one, upload that, then it will say upload the back one, you print on that, and then there you go, your business cards are made. So we just made a free business card here on Canva, and we did it together. Now we're going to move on into making one using a template, also for free, before we move over to the Canva Pro. Alrighty, so now that that is downloaded, I'm going to show you how this is saved. Remember that all of the changes are already saved. All we have to do is come back up here to the three lines on the left, and we're going to hit home. And now you see that nothing was here, and now we have our recent designs, which is our business card. And from here, everything here is saved. Click on this and you can come back anytime and change things, customize it, whatever you want. You can come back at any time, but all changes are saved, so you do not have to worry. Alrighty, so now we've made a business card from scratch, but now I'm going to show you the power of using a template. Even though this business card looks pretty, the templates, I feel like, just take it to a whole nother level. And there's so many different templates, like I showed you. If you click here under business, you have all of the ones for your business, social media, you have Instagram posts, Instagram stories, Instagram reels, Facebook posts, just so many, you guys, education, video marketing, print, like products, cards and invitation, and so forth. But right now we're going to focus on creating a design again. So we're going to click here, create a design. And we're going to do a business card. Like last time we clicked on here, but let's just come up here and just type in business card. So you guys will see that you have so many different ways of getting the same result. So I'm going to come up here and search business cards. And it's going to come up, and the first thing that comes up is the 3.5 by 2 inch, which is what we used for the other one. We're going to click on that, and again, you're going to see that page again. But this time, we're not going to make it from scratch. We're going to come over here to the left and use Canva's templates. There's so many templates, you guys, like so many. It's crazy. And I don't even know which one to use, but we're just going to choose one just for the sake of the video. I just love pink. Should we just go for another pink one? So we can just type in pink up here, pink templates. And here we go. I'm going to do one with like a picture. This one's cute. Let's go for this one, y'all. This one is a little bit more intricate as well. So we're going to go for this one. Alrighty, so we're going to customize this one. Everything here on Canva is fully customizable. So the background is customizable. The flower shape is customizable. The colors are customizable. And each thing has like little grids. So as you hover over it, the lines will come up. If I hold this one right here, I can move it around, do whatever I want with it. If I hold this one, I can move it around, I can change it. Now we're going to just go ahead and just customize this to X and Beauty because that's my business. So if I want to take something away too, I can just right click on that and I hit delete and that thing is gone. So I can come here and I can hit delete and it's gone. And if I made a mistake and I was like, oh, I really like that, all I have to do is come back up here and hit the back button and it'll undo it for me. So I can hit the back button again and it'll undo it for me. So I'm going to come up here and I actually do like this whole entire layout. So I'm probably going to keep everything, but up here I'm just going to change the words a bit. And so do you see how I cannot click on the words here? This right here is strictly for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this out the way a little bit, because I want to get to the words back here. So I'm just going to move it out the way. Now I can reach the words. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in hair care. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller so it can fit in that section. I'll come over here and make it a little bit smaller. And then hair care, handmade accessories, right? And then I'm also going to make that a tad bit smaller so it can all fit, and I'll just move it over, make sure it's centered. There we go. And I can just drag this back up there, just like so. Right here, we definitely want to make this say X and Beauty. And I can play around with it. I can put a spacer here and just press enter and it will go like that. I can make it like centered as well. So like, see how this is hanging off to the right? I can come up here and I can align it. So here it says alignment. I can make it go to the left. I can make it go to the center, or I can make it go to the right. I kind of like the center. Do you guys like that, or am I just tripping? I like the center, but I want to move it over. So I'm just going to click and drag to where I want it. I think I like it like right there. Do you think that's cute? I don't know, y'all. Maybe I don't like it separated. So let me hit the backspace and just make this smaller by highlighting it, coming up here and changing the size, and I'll bring it down here. I think I like that better, right? So it says X and Beauty clearly. And then I can put founder. Perfect. And I always like to put my font in cursive with my name. Well, not cursive, but I like to use like the bakery font. So I'm going to come up here, go to font, and I'm going to go to the bakery font, which is right here. Perfect. And I'm actually going to move that up because I want it right under the X and Beauty. So you see that it's fully customizable. You can do whatever you want, but I still like their aesthetic of this. And then here I can change all of this out. I don't typically put my phone number, so I'm just going to change that to my Instagram. Pull that out a bit. And then my email. That's perfect. And we just customize that. And also my brand colors are pink, gold, and white. So what I can do is, let me go here. I want to change the color to gold because I want to keep my gold aspect, right? So I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to come up here where it says the A, that's a text color. I'm going to change that to our gold. So, and like you see that gold that we used earlier in the other design, it's not here anymore because we did not put it in our brand kit. So I'm going to talk about that when we get to Pro. That's the main benefit I love Pros, because we get to make a brand kit. So I don't have to keep going back and looking for that specific gold. Everything will be just locked in right here. But I'm going to go and try to find that gold again. That looks good, right? See, it's something like that. But if we had it under the brand kit, we'll know exactly which gold I used. So we're going to do that. And the same thing for these. We're going to make it gold. Now it's under here because we used it once. We're going to make it gold. Perfect. And then same for up here because I want it to be cohesive. And with this design template, you have to move this out the way to get to here. And I am not an expert. If there's an easier way, somebody leave in the comments, but I am not an expert. So this is how I do it and it works out. But I'm sure there's probably a way that I can just figure that out. And I probably will after this video. Instead of moving things around like that. But this is what I know, and this is what I'm trying to teach you guys. So I'm just going to put that back just like so. And now we have the gold, and I do like this pink right here. So we're going to keep that, but the pink around this flower, I want that to be white so I can at least have my pink, gold, and white. So I'm going to click on the picture. So if I come up here, this is the border color. And do you see that it's pink there, just like this pink? We're going to just come and click on that, and we want to make it white. And that's how you make it white. It's so easy. It's very simple. And I'm thinking, I don't like the way this is looking. So I think I want the outside of the flower to be pink, but then it's contrasting with the border. I'm going to make the background white. Look at that. I actually do like the pink better, but this is just to show you guys for this video, right? So now this is white. Now this is pink. And actually I do like it that darker pink now. All right, that looks a little bit better, y'all. Sorry. I'm just trying to play around with the designs just to show you guys exactly what you can do, you know, here on Canva. So now we made that pink, so that is perfect. So now we just customize the colors. You know, this is the ready-made template, but we just customize it to our brand, right? And we can make these colors different. We can change these colors to gold, whatever we want. But I'm just showing you guys, like, you know, how to customize it. So now the picture inside here, a lot of people don't know how to change this picture. I'm going to show you how to drag your picture that you want in there to go right inside without doing anything. It's super simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to uploads, and let's say we want to put our logo in there or any other picture. You're going to do it the same exact way. We're going to click on it. We're going to drag it, and we're going to hover over the flower, and we're going to release. And that is going to put it right directly inside the frame. A lot of people do not know how to do this. Did you guys see how I did that? Should I do it again? I'm going to do it again to show you guys. But that is how simple it is to replace a picture. I asked you guys on YouTube to let me know what you guys are struggling with on Canva. And I had somebody ask, like, how do I remove one picture to replace it with my picture, you know, so we won't have two pictures. And this is what you do. So how did I do that? Let me go back. There's the picture that's in the template. You have your pictures right here that you want to put inside that template. All you have to do is click on it, keep holding down the click button, drag it, right? If I drag it over here, it's not going to do anything. Over here, not going to do anything. But if I drag it and hover right over there, you see how it's already in there, and I just release the click button, and it's going to go right into that frame. That is how you do it. There it is, you guys. We just customize a template here on Canva, and we made it our own, but we used a design that was here free on Canva. So I feel like you guys are learning things. I feel like I'm taking my time, and I feel really good about this video. So if you guys are really enjoying this process so far, just leave a flower down below. That's how I know you guys have made it this far. So now we've done that, and we can save it. We can add the back page. And if you want to do another template on the back, so let's say you use this template for the front, but on the back, you want to use a whole different template. All you have to do is go design. You can use this one that they already have because this one came with two designs, or you can use a whole different design. So for this one, you can use the back. So it'll match the front. So this will be the front, this will be the back, and we'll customize it the same way. We'll change the background color to, you know, the white that we had. We'll change these to the gold to make it cohesive. We will share, we will download, and this is completely free. Again, you can upload this to your Vistaprint so you can print them out. to Staples, wherever you print out your things, it's right here in the downloads. So we just did that. And now if we go to the 3 lines, we go back to the home page and our design is right here. So now your design is safe right here. We've made one business card here. It's saved here. We made another one here. It's here. All you have to do is click on it. You can update it, customize it, download it again 1,000 times. It's always there. You can click on the home page or you can click on the Canva page to get back to the home page. Alrighty, so that's how you use Canva, you guys. Y'all, I almost forgot to talk about custom size, and that is like so important here on Canva. I can't believe I almost forgot. I'm just winging this whole thing, y'all. So let me know if you like this. I don't have any notes in front of me. I'm literally like just talking you guys through this whole Canva thing. But right here is custom size. This is so important. So if you have a design in mind and it doesn't fit under any one of these sizes here, then you can insert a custom size. Let's say if you want to do size 2 by 4.5, right? That's like an odd size. So what you would do is you would go here and you will hit custom size. You can also go into create a design and also hit custom size here. There's just multiple ways to get to it, right? So you're going to hit custom size. The default units in custom size are pixels. Now, I am not technical. This is very beginner friendly. I know nothing about pixels. I have to go on Google and convert inches to pixels. And yeah, so that's just how I am. So what I do is I just change it to inches. That makes it so much easier. So what I'll do is I'll just type in here 2 by 4.5, right? And then I'll hit create new design. And guess what? It just made a template for me that I can use. Like, how awesome is Canva, right? Now, I'm going to show you a little trick though, because I've learned this the hard way without like looking or paying attention. So if you go back, right, don't have anything here, and it was on pixels, right? And you enter 2 inch by 4.5, right? And then it's on pixels and then you change it to inches, be careful because then this is still set to pixels. So you have to make sure that you change it to inches first and then go in and put 2 by 4.5 because now it just changed it to pixels and then therefore you can't create your design. So make sure that you're changing it to inches first before you're putting in the width and the height. So yeah, so that was the last like pretty much important thing. We went over templates, projects, and all of this stuff. And now we're going to head over and transfer to the Pro account so I can show you the benefits of using Pro. I'm excited because I love my Pro accounts, y'all. And I just want to show you like all the things that you can do with Canva Pro. So I'm going to head over here to the right and I'm going to click on my Canva Pro. This is my business account right here. That's Pro, but I have some things that I'm working on in there, so I'm not going to show you guys that. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use my personal Canva account, and I haven't used this one in like years. It wasn't a Pro account, but I just upgraded it to Pro just so I can show you guys the benefits, but I will cancel that Pro membership because I'm not paying more than my $14. I don't want to pay for 2, so I'm going to cancel that, but you get 30 days free trial, so that's what I'm doing with this account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. Alrighty, so this is my Pro account, and you see here the crown over here under the brand is now available to me. So anything that has a crown I can use because I have Pro. All of my designs are stored here, and I actually, you guys are not going to believe this, but I filmed this whole video yesterday, but I thought I would just do a voiceover over it instead of like talking you guys through it, and I realized I did not like that. So now I'm sitting here doing it all over again, talking you guys through the whole entire video. So yeah, that's how much I love you guys. But anyways, this was all the things that I made in that video to show you guys. But yeah, it's here now, but we're gonna just go over it and do it again. So these are all the recent designs. You can have as many as you want, and everything is stored right in here. Here is what the Canva Pro account looks like. It looks the same. Anything that you use a lot is going to be right up here in this navigation system. So yesterday I made an Instagram story and a YouTube thumbnail. So all the recent stuff is going to be right here. And then it's the same thing. You have your search bar up here, you have your navigation on the left, and you have your create a design. So we're going to create a business card again from scratch, and we're also going to use a template. And I'm also going to throw in a YouTube thumbnail tutorial. I make my thumbnails on Canva, and it takes me about 5 minutes to make a YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to take you guys through that. We're here on Canva Pro. The same thing over here. We're going to start over to the right. It's the same thing. We have our accounts, we have our settings, all of that stayed the same. Notifications stayed the same. Here the settings stayed the same. So now we have our search bar in the center, and then over here to the left, we already talked about all of this, the home screen, projects. So now since we have projects, like I said, all of the projects are now right here. So everything will be saved for you. And then we have our templates. And then now what's new here that I mentioned, they have a brand kit. And so a brand kit is pretty much everything about your brand saved. This is my brand kit that I created. I told you guys that my brand colors are gold, pink, white, black. So we have all of it right here. So now if I'm designing anything, it's right there. All the colors are the same. They're not like similar. They're exactly the same color. When I did the free one, I had to go and just like pick another gold color, but it probably was different. This one is going to be exactly the same. My logo is inserted in here, our colors, our fonts. So I chose my font for my titles, my subtitles, headings, all of that. I have a specific font that I use, so therefore like everything will be cohesive. And then we can do brand voice, which I don't use, photos that you use a lot, graphics, icons. For the graphics, we can add like the social media icons that I use. I can put that in here and it will save it, and I can use it for every one of my projects. So this is the beauty of having a brand kit, and this is only available on Canva Pro. Here we have our apps, just like I talked about in the beginning. Alrighty, so now we're going to come over to create a design, and we're going to create another business card. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to type in business cards. Perfect. 3.5 by 2. Perfect. And you have your, your plain business card for you to start designing. And now we're going to hit designs, and now we just have more options on Canva Pro. So everything that had the crown on the free version is now free to us. So now the crown is gray. So that means it's included. So pretty much now everything we can use, which I love. So we're going to create that same business card from scratch. Are you guys bored yet? Should we just make like a different one from scratch? Let's make a different one. You know what? I'm just feeling a little bit like I just want to make a different one. So I'm going to go over to Elements, and I'm not a graphic designer, so please do not come for me in the comments. I'm just designing things so I can just show you, what you can possibly do here on Canva. So let's say I'm going to do something just different, y'all. We're going to make a cool business card. So do you see this like phone right here? I'm just going to drag that over there because I can. And I'm going to put a picture in there. You guys are going to see the things that you can do here. I want some flowers because springtime is coming. Springtime is a-coming. So I want some pretty flowers. And I love that now everything is available. I can pick any flowers that I want here. So that is the beauty of this. You see, you guys, like, this is why I love the templates, because if you're a graphic designer, this is probably like your dream, right? But I'm not a graphic designer. So for me, this is not this is not it. So let's just do some crazy designs, y'all. Like, please do not come for me. I'm just telling you guys, like, what you guys can do here on Canva. So we're just going to put some flowers because, the springtime is coming. The springtime is coming, so I think some beautiful flowers would be nice. Ooh, maybe a butterfly. Maybe some butterflies. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pro one too, y'all. Maybe like a butterfly, and we could turn the butterfly so it's like on the phone. I just want you up here hanging on the phone. Just like that. butterfly. Perfect. That's so pretty, actually, you guys. And now we're going to add some text. So we're going to come over here, add some text. Let's add like part of my brand kit right here, because I told you guys I always use the bakery. So I just love that print. And I cannot spell X in Beauty. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller by coming up here. And then we're going to put the same subtitle, because I have that saved under the bakery. And we're going to put by Tina Butler. And I'm going to put that right under here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to put our website, simbeautyllc.com. We're going to change the font. And we're going to change it to Times New Roman. And we're going to add another text box. Change the font to Times New Roman. And we're going to make that a lot smaller. What size is that? That's 5. So we're going to make this a 5. So we're going to put this down here. I want to put my socials right here. We're going to go up here to elements, because you guys know I love elements. And we're going to go to Instagram logo. And now all of these are available to us. And we're going to go to TikTok logo. Let me see what size that is. That's a 0202. So we're going to do, well, this one's tall, so 0102. And then Facebook logo. I guess we're going to use this one right here. And then we're going to do 0202 again. That looks bigger than the rest, right? Let's do 01, I guess. That looks weird. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to do YouTube logo. And we're going to do this one. I'm just going to put the handles here. So I'm going to go to text. I'm going to go to body at XM Beauty 6. And I'm going to make it smaller. And then I'm going to copy that by hitting duplicate like I did last time. And then I'm going to just change it to the 5. And then that's kind of too big, right? So then we're going to take it down to 2.8. And then take this down to 2.8. Just so I can have some more space. And then duplicate. The same thing, I'm going to duplicate it one more time. Perfect. And then if you see like those dotted lines, they're all matching. That means that they're all aligned, which is great. That's how we keep it proportioned. How is it looking, y'all? Is it looking cheesy? It probably is, but I'm just showing you guys how you can just like fully customize it to however you want. I am not a graphic designer, y'all. I am not, but I can teach you guys. Alrighty, so do you see how we have this phone here? I'm just going to choose a picture here just to slide it right into this phone. I'm going to use this one right here. Just drag it on the top and just wait until it does its thing. There we go. So this looks, you know, kind of crazy, y'all, but I'm just showing you guys how you can fully customize your own template. You don't have to use the templates that Canva has, although their templates are amazing. If you are like a graphic designer, or, you know, you just like to make your own artsy things, so you can come on here, do your own thing, and you can print your design that way. But I'm also going to show you how to use a template here using the Pro Canva. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is how you can do it. And then also you can change the background color to different colors, make it more festive, you know. You can add different elements. You can add, let's say if you want a sun, you know, since this is like the whole flower theme, we can add the sun shining here. Just so many things that, you know, you can do here on Canva. Y'all get the point. Y'all can do a lot of different things. We can add a sun here, you know. That's actually pretty. We can put a sun right there. And y'all can see I am not a graphic designer by any means. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make a business card using the Canva Pro templates. So it's the same way. We're just going to go here. Remember, all of this is already automatically saved. We're going to hit the home button. And as you guys can see, this is our design that we did. You can come back at any time and recustomize it. We're going to create a design. And I'm tired of making business cards. I don't know about you, but we're just going to go and just make something else. Let's make a social media post. So we're going to go hit social media. We don't have to, we can just type it up here, but I'm just showing you guys just how to work your way around this. So we're going to hit social media and we're going to do a social media, just regular post. And we're going to use one of the templates that they have. So let's say if you want to do like a sale, if you want to announce a sale on your social media, you can literally type in sale here and all the sale templates will pop up. Valentine's Day is coming up, so they have like a lot of like pink Valentine's Day stuff, and you can customize everything here. Let's just pick one that's really cute. So we can do this one right here. So I hate the colors, but I do like the design. So what we'll do is we'll go on here, we'll click on the color that we don't like. Actually, let's make this a little bit smaller too, just so when we move it around, it'll be fine. We're going to change this to pink because that's part of our brand colors, and already it looks better, right? And these colors too, we're going to change these to pink as well. And then we're going to change this color, the color inside here, to gold. And the shop now button, we're also going to change to gold. And this picture right here, we're going to upload put our own picture there. Maybe we'll just drag that, put that on top, and make sure that it goes into the frame. There you go. It's very clean. I would keep it like this, but if you want to add text, you can feel free to add different text. Our best selling hair growth oil is on sale, right? And then we can move that around. We can make it smaller if we want. And then we can keep it black, or we can change it to gold, whatever we want, you know, that's what we can do. You can add different elements. We can add hearts. Maybe we'll add a heart. You know, we'll put a heart down here or something like, so that's it. It's so simple. Like, this is more of an easier template, but there's some that are, you know, more difficult to use. You know, it all depends on what your aesthetic is, what you want, but there's so many that you can use here. If you want to do like Valentine's Day, there's going to be so many templates that comes up for Valentine's Day. So we can do this one right here. We're going to keep this one. We're going to add as a new page, and then we can just go ahead and customize the pictures here. We can customize all of this. Everything here is fully customizable. So I love that. So yeah, that's how you pretty much make a template. It's super easy. There's not too much to it. Like, this one is already pink and gold. So I love that. That's really cute. But yeah, let's go back out. Alrighty, so now we're back to the home page. We've created our free business card, and then we created a template as well. So now I want to show you something else that the pro version has that the free version does not have. So we're going to go in and create a design. So for instance, if I'm creating a design for my Instagram stories and my Instagram posts, those are two different sizes. So I would have to go, if I had the free version, I would have to go and create two separate designs of the same thing, but just just change the sizes. Whereas if you had the Pro, you don't have to do that. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So for instance, I'm going to go here to Instagram story, right? And I'm going to create, let's say this story right here. You know, this is perfect and everything. This is a size for Instagram story. It's automatically changed to the size of an Instagram story. But let's say I want to change this and I want to also post it on my Instagram regular feed. And that's a square post, not a rectangle. So what we're going to do is go up here to resize. So this crown right here means that it's only for pro users. So we're going to click on that. And we're going to change it to an Instagram post or any size that you want. You can also do a custom size as well. So I'm going to hit here and then I'm going to do copy and resize. It's the same design, but now it's on the size for the Instagram post. And all I have to do is just tweak it a little bit. Just drag this up a tad bit just to make it fit, you know. Perfect. I can make this bigger right here. You know, just make sure it looks proportional to the square post instead of the rectangle post. And then I can make, you know, this bigger, the reminder sign a little bit bigger. And then I can make the text bigger here. And then I'm just going to pull this out so it can look nice. And then bring this down, maybe make this a little bit bigger. And then make this bigger. And then also we can make this bigger, right? So now we have the same sort of design. And if this is bothering you guys, there we go. That looks better, right? Here we have the same design as our Instagram story, but now we can also post it on our Instagram post and it will look very cohesive to the Instagram story. So that's how you can do that. This makes it so easy for you to post on different platforms. So if you're posting on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know, TikTok, they all have different sizes on how they want their posts to look. So this is a way that you guys can do that. I feel like I touched on a lot, and for a little bonus section, I'm going to show you guys how I create my YouTube thumbnails. And every thumbnail that you see on my YouTube, I created it through Canva. So this is also going to save too. So it's just going to go right here in our recent designs. Look at that. Everything is just saved right there. Now I want to show you guys how I make a YouTube thumbnail, and then we will finally be to the end of our video. I feel like we've gone over a lot. The main things on Canva are to create a design, you know, with their amazing templates, also the brand kit, and also creating custom sizes. And that's pretty much why I use Canva, and that's pretty much all that I use on Canva. Anything else that you guys want to see that I have not touched on, make sure you guys leave it down in the comments, and I will try to find resources for you guys to figure out how to do that, or I will add it into another more detailed video if you guys would like that. But I feel like this video is pretty detailed in itself, so just let me know what you guys think about this video too. Alrighty, so how do I make a thumbnail? Literally, I just go into the search bar and I type in YouTube thumbnails, and voila, literally every thumbnail that you see here is perfection. You could use any one of these. If you guys watch me on YouTube a lot, then you guys know I've used this one right here. I have used this one. I've had a video go viral with me using this thumbnail right here. I've used this one too. But if you like, let's say if you like this thumbnail right here, right? If you click on it, you go down, you see so many more like it. So you don't have to use this particular one. You can come down and you can use so many different ones down here. And every one of these is fully customizable. So I'm going to show you really quickly how I make a thumbnail, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and just, let's use this one right here. Right? Because it looks like it's so complicated. There's words on the screen, there's different picture frames, there's a background. Oh my God, how did she make this, right? Girl, it's easy. Come in here, customize this template, and I'm going to show you how. So everything is here is in sections. So you see like they have the rectangles around each thing that you click on, and each of those are different sections. So we just start with each section. So we're going to go here. We're going to click on this picture, and we're going to click on uploads, and we are going to just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop, right? I'm going to drag this picture, make sure it gets into that frame, drop. Drag this picture, make sure it gets into that frame. Hold on. And sometimes it doesn't get there right away. You just got to keep playing around with it and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. And this picture in the back here, we're going to drag and just click right there because it's not going to drop in there. You're going to click on the right click button on your mouse. You're going to go down and says replace background. Click that and it goes to the background. We just made a thumbnail, y'all. Now, I would not use this because obviously these pictures that I have here are not the best quality, but I'm just showing you guys how to make a thumbnail. And then all you do here is you change the words. So instead of cooking for brunch, you're going to just put hair growth oil or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Best hair care. Handmade scrunchies. Leave-in conditioner. And then we can put XM Beauty. And we can move it around. And we could change the color. You know? That's how you make a thumbnail. This thumbnail is ready to go. And all you have to do is add a title onto your YouTube video. So this is like a quick bonus, you know, of things that you can do in Canva. I mean, you can make thumbnails, presentations, Word documents, resumes, so many different things. You can make an ebook. I made my ebook using Canva. So that's the power of this app. Save it, download it, and upload it to your YouTube channel. That's it. It's done. So I hope you guys love this tutorial. I feel like I went over everything. And if I did not go over anything that you wanted me to, please let me know down in the comments. I will try to figure out a way to help you guys even more than what I already have. This video is probably 2 hours already. And, you know, it was fun to film this because I know that I'm helping somebody. And I feel like I went at a pace that I will understand and that I will know. Because I know like some videos are too fast or they say words that I just don't understand. And I feel lost. But I feel like I really helped you guys with this video. And yeah, so we are done. We are going to click out of this. And I got to go ahead and remember to cancel my Pro for this one because I already have one on my regular one. So yeah, we are going to X out of this and I'll see you guys in a minute. I feel like we went over everything. I'm trying to see what else I did not touch. What didn't I go over? Went over home, projects, templates, brand, Dreamlab. We did not go over because I don't know too much about it. We went over app, create a design. You can also invite people here on Canva. I really don't even use this because I don't invite people, but it's a pro benefit to invite people to collaborate on projects. So like you can collaborate with another small business owner if you guys are doing a project. So I could make some edits on here and then they can also make edits and then we can like collaborate there. So that's another way. We went over design, we went over elements, text, brands, uploads, drawing, projects. I think we went over everything. So yes, this is the end of the video and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys in a second just to do a little recap. We have finally made it to the end of this Canva tutorial. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate you always. And again, I'm sorry if I went super slow. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was getting everything that I was saying. I know Canva seems very overwhelming sometimes, but I promise you that after you use it over and over again, it will get easier for you guys. So I'm happy that I was able to sit down and walk you guys through the whole entire process. And I know earlier in the video, I kind of hinted that I had a new business, and yes, I do. It's called Coach with Tina on Instagram. I am so excited to share this with you guys. A lot of you guys have been asking me about coaching, just a lot of business things, and I wanted to go ahead and help you guys with that. So I did open up a separate Instagram page. I'll leave it here on the screen. I'll also put it in the description box as well. But over there, I'll be sharing business tips, business tricks, everything that I've learned here. I do not gatekeep, so I will share everything over there on that Instagram page. I will also be offering one-on-one coaching. So excited about that. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me questions and things, and I thought it would be best if I just open like a one-on-one coaching so you guys can ask any questions that you want during that time that you guys are booked with me. So I am so very excited about that. So make sure you guys go head over there to Instagram and follow me on Coach with Tina. I will still have my XM Beauty account, but that will be just for my business stuff. So my natural hair care and accessories and anything that is related to like business things, like business questions, business tips, all of those things will now be on Coach with Tina. So I think that'll be better for everybody. I do have two different audiences, I feel like, so that's why I did that. It was getting so confusing just posting like business stuff along with my products. So I decided just to separate the two. So now I have my audience for the business stuff and then my separate audience who are my customers who buy from me. So yeah, I'm so excited about it. So make sure you guys go head over to Instagram and follow me on Coach with Tina. Thank you guys so much again for just being here with me, for listening to me the whole entire time. I know it was a very long video. This video was over 2 hours. I ended up cutting it down to 1 hour and 20 something minutes, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.